LRTT's vision is for sustainable education for everybody, and it's a global movement. So essentially we're trying to make bridges between international countries to try and get the sustainable education across the globe.
I think education can change the world. I think that it can break poverty cycles. I think it can take people out of situations that are dangerous. It can get kids off the street.
Education is definitely important because I believe if a child's mind is open and given opportunities to think beyond their circumstances, that would give them an edge to move themselves up.
I've always wanted to inspire young minds. I've always wanted to be a teacher since I've been young, and finally given the opportunity, I can make a difference to all the young children.
When I realised that with the skills that I have, I thought the most sort of useful thing I could do would be to become a teacher. So I think teachers have a really big impact.
Or having studied education in the UK, I wanted to take everything that I've learned and go make a difference somewhere else. I want to make a sustainable impact in another country that can benefit from it. In Malaysia, it was the first challenge.
From what we've seen so far, it's willing to change, which isn't necessarily true of lots of educational systems. They've recognised where there are flaws and they're willing to improve.
But you could also see that there was a lot of need to just help out with improvements in terms of little tweaks here and there. The teaching was actually quite good, but some of the students you can physically see weren't necessarily engaged in their lessons.
They have had some training on 21st century education, so they have some basic knowledge there already. What I would want to see is more consistency, so where they have the teachers who are already delivering that, it's sharing that good practice across their school.
When we start, we always say your job here is to do a bit of coaching, do a bit of observation, and then you're going to give those teachers micro lessons in how to use those skills.
We've really been focusing on active learning, so making sure that the students are engaged in their learning, doing activities that are fun, games, group work, but effective group work.
I've really enjoyed the experience, and I've gone into the schools and I've shown them a model lesson, shown them how to look at success criteria and different learning objectives and group work, and they're totally taken it on board. They've been very open-minded, really kind of wanting to try things out and being very experimental.
This fellowship has given them an opportunity to see what interactivity is, how we put different strategies that we use, but we work with them as opposed to teaching them.
I think I've learned kind of how open people can be with their practice, and how fortunate I am really to have the education and the training that I've had in the UK system. I feel very lucky to have shared that experience.
I've learned that regardless of the situation that a school is in, even if they've just got a whiteboard and no paper, that you can still deliver really outstanding teaching and exciting teaching for young people to make really good progress in their classrooms.
I've learned so much from our team, and I've also learned so much from the Malaysian teachers as well. And there's a lot of things that I've seen. When we gave them the tools, they've been so creative about it.
I think by being in a limited resource situation, you have to be a bit more creative of your own thinking. And again, when I go back, I won't be so reliant on PowerPoints, so I'll be thinking about how to engage my students without necessarily having to use fancy exercises and fancy resources.
Yeah, I think as well just working with such a big team has been really useful, and working with the different partners and different organisations, they're all skills that I can take back and put forward into my own classroom.
I feel everyone's going to come back to the UK or America or Canada with an energy to go back to school in September and want to try new things.